And I put up a message in the chat. So bear with me for a second.
Start all over again.
Did
Reboot.
anybody notice, now that we're talking about technical difficulties, I was watching the show, I think it was last week, and one of the teams got the record for most puns. I think Elise was on the team, can't remember who else. Did anybody else notice technical difficulties where we couldn't see two players?
Yay! Hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us.
That's my job. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us.
Sorry.
Nathan, you let me do my job.
Old habits, Eric.
Thank you so much for wading through those technical difficulties. We're going to have a great show, so we're going to get right into it. Vermont Comedy Club, how are you doing? You have 3 seconds. Go.
Great.
Awesome!
Terrific.
Audible.
Okay. let's bring out the challengers. They are celebrating an incredible 10 years as an improv team all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Now Are the Foxes! Welcome. How are you all tonight?
Oh, great. Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
I'm doing well myself.
Thanks for hanging out during the technical difficulties. I don't know what you were doing back there while we were frozen on screen.
Wait, we had technical difficulties?
Very quickly, 10 years together. It's a pretty big milestone for an improv troupe. That's very rare. How sick of each other are you?
Well, I gotta say, I think they're great. But, there's like so many foxes in the Charlotte area. We get to do shows here and there, so we get to play with different people pretty often, which is nice.
That's awesome.
And I never get tired of that scorpion jacket, so we're good to go.
And truth be told, this is my first foray. So this is, I'm
Whoa.
new. I'm a newbie.
Okay.
A new fox.
We last because we just take anybody. So
Yeah.
that's the key.
You play with other teams, you add new people. It seems like it's a very open relationship.
Well, I was told this was a sales meeting. So I guess I'm a little confused about the format, but I'll play it. I'll see what happens.
Well, thank you all for coming, no matter what your reasons are. You all ready to play some No Idea?
Yeah.
Yes, all right, let's go. Let's get into it. We're going to do our first toss-up question. This will be between Mel and Kurt, so everyone else, please turn your cameras off. Mel and Kurt, welcome. Here we go. We're getting right into it. Now, the theme of our toss-up questions tonight are all inspired by our challengers. All the questions are going to be about comic legend Red Fox. Okay? Hopefully you've heard of him. If you haven't, this will be tough. Our first question is a fastest finger style question. Contestants, to buzz in, simply yell your name, and whichever voice Zoom allows to come through first gets to answer. Now, here's the important part. If you are wrong, your opponent gets to hear the entirety of the question. Okay? Here we go. First question in the category of Red Fox. Red Fox is probably best known for playing the role of...
No!
Yes, I'll take it.
Oh, look at this, Mel.
All right, of the dad in Sanford and Sons.
The show is Sanford and Son, correctly. You got it. Kurt, your
Nice.
strategy was actually very impressive. I really liked the deviousness of it, but it did not pay off.
Backfired. I would not have got it either way, so I'm happy somebody got it.
Okay, Kurt, if you turn your camera off. Mel, we're going to do a quick fun fact with you since you
Okay,
won that
great.
question. Okay, this is a pretty good one, and I'm not surprised because I know you pretty well. It says here, you were once arrested for playing air guitar too loud.
Yeah, it actually started out as an ambulance call. My neighbors could see me in my window. They thought I was having like some kind of epileptic fit. And so the ambulance came, but they couldn't, the sound waves coming from my air guitar, they couldn't get past it. So they called the police and they just tackled me, and I have that's on my record now. This too loud air guitar.
Well. That's one thing you and I have in common. We love to rock. Thank you for sharing your fun fact.
You betcha.
I hope that gets expunged at some point in time off the record, because I know you want to run for political office.
Water board. That's where I'm going. The Grenadville Water Board.
Right now, let's have everybody back because it is time for our first hot potato game. Beep, 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 beep. Tonight we are going to play musical squares. This is a lot like musical chairs. When the music plays, all players will begin busting their hottest moves. The only rule is they must keep their hands visible at all times. When the music stops, players must rush to turn their cameras off, and inevitably one person will be caught as the last to leave the screen. This person is eliminated, but they do not go silently away in shame. No, they must sing a short song based on suggestions given this past week as a punishment for their slow reflexes. This will continue until only players from one team are left on the screen. 10 points to the winning team. All right, dancers, hands up. I'm about to drop that needle and go. That was Tammy 100%. Tammy.
All right.
Tammy, as punishment, please sing a very short song about two-ply toilet paper. Two-ply.
Well, you know how you like to go to the bathroom. You know how you like to wipe that bottom. You know how you like to go to the bathroom. You know how you like to hear that autumn is coming.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Please turn your camera off in shame. Everybody else, come on back on. We're going to drop that needle. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Mel, you seem to have given up. I think Kurt was stuck too. You could have had.
I hit the little arrow in the corner of stop video, and that brought up a menu, and I don't have time for menus.
No way. Classic mistake. Well, Mel, if you wouldn't mind singing as penance a quick little tune about snow plowing.
Snow plowing, it's my dream come true. I push the snow out of my way. There's nothing it can say. Snow plowing, it's my dream come true.
Fantastic. Please turn your camera off in shame. Let's have everybody back. Oh, hit it. Oh, that was a near tie, but I'm going to say that was Kurt. Kurt, come on back in.
I should have continued cheating with the gloves.
I saw that move. It was pretty clever. I'm watching you this show, and I'm learning a lot.
You got game theory it up, man. That's how you win.
Kurt, please sing a quick little song about cheese balls.
Cheese balls. They're cheesy and ballsy. Cheese balls. Ain't nothing sexual here. Cheese balls.
Nice. Please turn your camera off and shame.
Thank you.
Everybody, let's get back here. I think that was Nathan. Nathan, I'm sorry.
Ooh, that was a close one.
That was a really close one. Nathan, if you wouldn't mind singing a quick little song about watering your plants.
Your plants are dead. They are so dead because you took a vacation, you idiot, and didn't Give anyone the responsibility of watering your plants, and they're dead. They're so fucking dead.
Nice. Our first fuck of the evening. Congratulations. Turn your camera off and shame. Let's hit it. Oh, I think that was Tim.
I was trying.
I know you were giving it your all, but your all wasn't good enough.
Wow.
If you wouldn't mind singing a quick little song about putting up drywall.
Okay. You put up drywall in my heart. You put up drywall in my achy breaky heart. Now I'm stuck on you like the drywall inside. 'Cause I'm stuck on you. 'Cause you're the apple of my. I don't know.
Beautiful. I think you might have a career in singing. You certainly don't have a career in dancing. Turn your camera off and shame. Let's go. Joel, I think that was you. I'm sorry, Joel. So close. Joel.
You are so wrong, but whatever.
Joel,
Yes,
you were the last person on the Vermont Comedy Club.
I know.
So what your punishment now is to sing a quick little song of praise to Now Are the Foxes.
I can't begin to tell you how much I hate this because I have never sung in public before.
You can sort of sing.
Now I am going to sing a song in praise, and I don't know how to sing or have sung, but you guys have done a great job. I think you guys were wonderful. There was 2 of you, and I thought I did better than you, but Eric said I was last.
There we go. It seemed a little passive aggressive, but we'll take it. Thank you, Joel. That is 10 points to Now Are the Foxes. Well done. It is also now time for our second toss-up question, which is going to be between Joel and Will. So Joel, stay right there. Will, come on back. Excellent.
Hey.
Welcome. All right. So Now Are the Foxes up by 10. Here we go. Second toss-up question. In the category of Red Fox, the comic legend passed away in October of 1991. How old was he? How old was Red Fox when he died? Anyone can say a number when they think they have one.
84.
Will says 84. Joel, what do you got?
I'm going to say old enough.
We have a lot of people trying to skirt the rules. I'm going to need a real number from you.
I'm going to go with, is this like, I can't be higher than it?
It's just closest to.
Okay, I'm going to go 91.
Oh man, I should have went 1.
Will, congratulations, you won anyway. He was only 68 years old. Back then, people looked a lot older than they were. I think he was in his 30s when he did Sanford and Son.
Jesus Christ.
So congratulations, Will.
Seriously, he was 68? Would you say 68?
68 years old, yeah.
Holy cow, I did not. That's crazy.
I thought he was 107.
Yeah.
I really did. I did.
He's one of those people who played old almost his entire career.
I honestly thought he was Black History. Like I just thought like as he existed, he was making history. So yeah, 68 is a bit surprising.
Well, let's make some history right now because let's do a little fun fact with you, Will. We'll see you in a moment, Joel. Will, this is a very troubling fun fact, but maybe I could be wrong. It says here you once performed stand-up in the nude.
Right. So in New York City, pre-COVID, they would have
Pre-COVID, I like how you put that.
Yeah, because I'm doing this show partially nude, so it doesn't really matter now.
Hey, so
yeah. So pre-COVID, they have this show that happens every once in a while where stand-ups get to do a complete show in the buff, and so, ta-da.
Here's my question. Did they laugh a little too hard at your opener?
Here's the thing. To all the girls in like college, my penis is not that funny. And so screw you guys. So that's all I have to say to that.
There it is. Thank you so much for sharing your fun fact. Everybody get out there and try it.
Absolutely.
Joel, come on back on screen, please. There he is. We are now going to play our second game, Quick Court. All right, in Quick Court, the players are in a courtroom. One is the plaintiff, that will be Will. The other is the defendant, that will be Joel. Each player is given a character, a profession, a status, an emotion, whatever, and a name. These are all pre-given audience suggestions. And they must hold this character throughout Quick Court. I, the judge, am going to announce the reason the plaintiff is suing the defendant. In Quick Court, each party will be given exactly 1 minute to state their case. Okay, here we go. These are your characters. Plaintiff, Will. Your character is named Murph Grindorf.
Okay.
And you are a librarian with a tendency towards violent mood swings.
Okay.
Okay, Murph Grindorf. That suggestion is given to us by Nolsif on Instagram. Now, Joel, you as a defendant, your character is, these are the dumbest names we've gotten so far, Glob Williams. Glob Williams. And you are a divorcing map maker. You're a map maker in the throes of a divorce, I guess, however you interpret that. And that is given to us by Vinny Francois on Facebook. Now, Murph, you are going to be suing Glob because they keep signing their emails with Chow. Very pretentious Chow at the end of all their emails. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. So I'm going to pop off screen and I'm going to read a little intro. I'll pop back on and we'll begin Quick Court. Okay, here we go. Get the music going. Ba-da-ba. Tonight on Quick Court, Murph Grindorf is suing Glob Williams for the offense of signing their emails with Chow. Both the litigants have been sworn in and have brought their case to the fastest courtroom in the world, where time is precious and justice waits for no one. All rise for the occasionally honorable Eric F. Wright. Quick Court is in session. All right. Settle down. Okay. The case of Chow, the pretentious Chow. Okay, Mr. Grindorf, you will have 1 minute to state your case against the defendant. Mr. Williams here. Are you ready to state your case, sir?
Absolutely, sir. I'm quite ready.
Okay, your time begins now.
Well, Your Honor, I just want to say that I get a lot of emails all day long. People emailing me about, they want more time on their books. And well, Mr. Williamson is one of those emails. And he would tend to just, every email, just say Chow at the end of each email. And I mean, it didn't matter what it was. It would be like, hey, do you have Catcher in the Rye? Chow. And he would be like, hey, do you think that the library is going to be closed on a snow day? Chow. I don't get it. I'm not even Italian. Sometimes I just, my doctor told me I need to focus in on things that don't matter to me, like the feelings of others, as I get so angry. Sometimes when I get his emails, I beat a child. I can't help it. I see the email. It comes up. Sometimes he puts chow in the
That's
subject
quite
line.
enough. That is quite enough. Your time is up, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Time is up. This is quick
Sorry.
court. We don't go over time. Well, Mr. Grindorf, thank you very much for stating your case. Now, Mr. Williams, these are very serious allegations. You have 1 minute to explain yourself, sir. Go.
I would like to present to the court, as you can see, Mr. Greendorf, he literally is War and Peace. Every minute you see him, it's war or it's peace. All I want to do is be friendly. I say goodbye to people. I say ciao. I say greetings. I say aloha. You know why? Because I think that when you have a map, there should be a North Carolina and a South Carolina. And my wife wants to be in North, and I'm gonna have to be in South. And she's saying ciao to me. And it's not fair that she's saying ciao to me. And then Mr. Grindorf over here, all of a sudden he think a tale of two cities, as if I can just put them on any map, just go and put them here, or put them there. And all of a sudden, it just drives me crazy. And I say ciao, and next thing you know, he's just got a telltale heart, and there's no place for me to go.
Well. I appreciate you being under time, sir. We appreciate that. Quick court, very good. Oh my! This case is very, very troubling. Very troubling indeed. Now it comes to my attention that, in fact, Mr. Williams, you are countersuing Mr. Grindorf for, it says here, because he gave your wife free library books in an effort to woo her and ruined your marriage. Is that right?
That is correct.
Well, you have 1 minute to state your case about that, sir. Begin.
I like to take my wife to go to look at maps and globes. And we were in the department of the section of the library where all the maps are. I took a map out and she disappeared. I turned around, she wasn't there. And you know how embarrassing that is for someone who has maps to lose something? Well, she was gone. And I went and I looked and there was Mr. Grindorf, and he was with her. They were in between the stacks, and he was handing her a book after book after book. And you know what they said to me when I stood there? They went, ciao. And that is why I'm suing him.
Amazing. Mr. Williams, you are impressing the court with your time and your succinctness. We appreciate that here, quick court, very much.
That's the other reason why she's leaving me.
Mr. Grindorf, this is very troubling indeed. I hope you have an explanation. You have 1 minute, sir.
Okay, so when I'm not rage quitting choose your own adventure books, I'm out there trying to find love, and out of nowhere this lovely beautiful woman shows up, and she's just standing there with all of her loveliness. I mean, I could see full calf, and I was like, hey lady, I don't know much except you have a wedding ring, but who cares? Love is blind. Here, take this book, Moby Dick, if you know what I'm saying. And I mean sex. That is all, Your Honor.
Well, two people come before my bench and do their case under time. This has never happened before. Oh, I feel very, very sorry for the jury. This is a difficult case. What we're going to do now is, Mr. Williams, I'm going to give you exactly 10 seconds for your final statement. Go, sir.
I'm going to stab him in the face.
I said Mr. Williams, not Mr. Grindorf.
Which I think proves my case. War and peace, right there. Ciao.
Oh, Mr. Grindorf, do you have anything else to say besides you wanting to stab someone in the face that you say in front of a judge?
My rage got over me. I'm sorry, but I still am going to stab him in the face.
Well, he will feel sorry for it. I feel sorry for the jury. I do not know who won this case. So I'm going to ask right now for everyone watching this case to please type in the chat who you think won at Quick Court. Was it Mr. Grindorf who's stealing Mr. Williams' wife? Or was it Mr. Williams, a sad sack who's losing his wife, but has a very peppy attitude when he signs off from things? I don't know. It's too difficult for me. Thank you very much, gentlemen. My decision will come down shortly. We'll see you shortly as well. Goodbye. That's the end of Quick Court. Oh, it's me. So audience, please vote on that. And while that's happening, we are going to move on to our next toss-up question. This will be between Nathan and Claire. Here they come. Oh, look at you two, ready to go. I can see the
Are there more facts about Red Fox?
Oh, yes. We're just getting started.
Can't wait.
This is a fastest finger style question, so yell out your name as soon as you think you know the answer. Okay. In the category of Red Fox, the last movie Red Fox appeared in was this 1989 comedy drama written and produced and directed by Eddie Murphy. And
Claire.
Claire.
Was it Dolomite?
Incorrect, Claire. Nathan, you now get to hear the entirety of the question.
That wasn't it?
No. 1989.
It ain't gonna help. Don't worry.
I think you'll get it. Hold on. So the last movie Red Fox appeared in was this 1989 comedy drama written and produced and directed by Eddie Murphy and co-starred Richard Pryor. The film was a 1930s period piece set in this iconic section of New York City and at a specific time of day. The film rhymes with Schmarlem fights.
Okay. Wow, you really walked me right into that one. I'm gonna guess the film is called Harlem Nights.
That is correct, Nathan. You got it.
I have not seen it, and I don't think I'd heard of it until I got to the end of that question.
That's why the questions are written the way they are, to make sure someone gets it.
Okay.
Our first week, no one got one, and we're like, oh, we don't have a contingency for who gets it. So, Claire, we will see you in just a moment. We're going to do a fun fact with Nathan. Nathan, your fun fact, hey, we've all been there.
Sure.
Right? It says here you fell directly onto your head on concrete after hanging upside down from a jungle gym in the 3rd grade trying to impress a girl.
That's true. It is maybe my earliest memory of having a crush on a girl and humiliating myself because of it.
Now, there's this old saying, chicks dig scars.
I don't know. I don't think chicks dig watching you get your scars by hanging upside down, a nerdy little 3rd grader going, look what I can do, and then smashing your head on the pavement.
There's always a catch with these sayings.
I know. Well, what are you going to
do? Any long-lasting effects? I mean, you are in comedy now.
That's true. Who knows how far back that goes? So maybe.
Well, thank you for sharing your fun fact. I think it is inspirational. And
well, it's just a testament to how old I am, because they don't make playgrounds with concrete under them anymore.
So very few people can express their love at an early age anymore.
Right.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your fun fact. Let's get into our next game, 2 Dumb Scenes. Nathan, stay on the screen. We also need Mel, Kurt, and Claire. All right, they're all back. Okay, so Nathan won the toss-up question. So Vermont Comedy Club will go first. Okay, so I'm going to ask Claire and Kurt, you're going to step off. They're going to do a scene for 3 minutes, and then I'll bring you back on for your scene, okay? The way 2 Dumb Scenes works is this. The 2 players from each team will work together to do a short improv scene based on the dumbest suggestion we've received from the fans.
Can't wait.
Each pair will have its own suggestion and be given 3 minutes to perform. The audience will vote at the end on which dumb scene was the dumbest. 10 points to the winning team. Okay, here we go. Nathan and Mel, your team won the toss-up question. So your suggestion is from Wei Zhao on Instagram. And the suggestion is, I also just say, roughly around 3 minutes, I will jump back on screen and try and edit you somewhere, okay? If you're mid-sentence, just finish up what you're saying. Your suggestion is, restaurant owner thinks Guy Fieri, or Fieri, however you pronounce it, is an imposter and is trying to eat for free. Okay? You have 3 minutes.
Sarah, get over here.
You see that blonde guy at the table over there?
Yeah.
I think that guy's Guy Fieri.
Ferrari?
That's Guy Fieri. Look at all the
Fieri.
flames on the back of his shirt, and he's wearing sunglasses on the back of his head. That's definitely him, and he thinks he can come in here and eat at our restaurant. What a crock!
Why? I mean, what's the crock about that? I mean, as a paying customer.
Oh, he thinks he just knows so much about I bet he's secretly here to write a review about how terrible we are. You know how we have rats in the soup?
Well, that's just a specialty of our restaurant. He can't just take our specialty and be like on it.
I bet that's what he's doing. I bet he's having the rat soup and he's going to steal it and put it on his national restaurants and make money from it.
That's so Guy Fieri.
That's so Guy Fieri. I want you to march over to Guy Fieri's table and tell him he's not welcome here anymore.
Why do I have to do it? You do it, Guy.
I am the restaurant owner. My name is Guy.
Yes.
Which I think is a funny coincidence.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, having the same name as Guy Fieri sometimes gets confusing because my name is Guy Fieri. And that can be has nothing to do with why I'm so defensive and angry at Guy Fieri, by the way.
No, whenever somebody has the same name as you, it sounds kind of like your same name. You always act this way.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry at Guy Fieri. I'm not angry at Guy Pearce. I'm not angry at guys on the street. Guys can be guys as long as they want, as long as they don't try to write bad reviews about my rat soup.
Okay, if you say so, but your cheeks are flush.
My cheeks are flushed because I've been inhaling the mists over this award-winning soup. Do you want a taste? Take a taste. It's
is that the aged rat one?
It's the tail that gives it all the flavor.
Brilliant.
Well, I suppose we can let him eat here and see what the reviews say.
That's such a great idea.
I like your positive attitude. That's why I brought you in here. By the way, one day I'm going to let you serve tables and not make you just talk to me in the corner about the customers.
I can't wait. I'm so ready, Mr. Guy.
Thanks. And yeah, call me Mr. Guy. That's the way I like to be addressed. Listen, Sarah, I don't think I want to run a restaurant anymore, and I've been thinking about Willy Wonka-ing this restaurant to you.
And I haven't even waited at table? That's amazing.
It's your pure spirit and true heart that make me definitely want to give my whole rat empire over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Guy. I accept.
You have to change your name to Guy Fieri now.
And that was super dumb.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I wanted to sing that song at the end of Willy Wonka, but I couldn't remember how it went. In the chat, write down the lyrics.
Sing it in the chat, everybody.
Thank you very much. We will see you shortly.
Thanks, Mel. That was fun.
Let's have Kurt and Claire up. There they are. Okay, you just saw a really dumb scene, so you know where the bar for dumb is.
It was super dumb. That's what we're supposed to do that, right, dumb?
Real dumb. Here we go. Your suggestion given to you from Chris O'Bray on Facebook.
That's a dumb name.
It
so
is.
Good.
Very. We'll appreciate you saying that. Your suggestion is covering yourself in pudding. You have 3 minutes.
Dad, you can keep covering yourself in pudding, but it's not going to make up for the fact that you shit yourself.
You can't prove I shit myself because there's pudding over my ass.
Yeah, right? The consistency of your green-brown shit is very different than that chocolate pudding.
It's about the same, okay? And anyways, when your mom finds out about this, she's going to come running back to me. Fuck Todd.
He's gonna find out in like 5 minutes when you have to walk me down the aisle.
Oh, that bitch is gonna want to be back so bad. This ain't your day, baby girl. This is Dad's
Why couldn't I just have one day about me? And now like you're seizing and you're freezing and I don't even know what to do, Dad. Okay.
I'm gonna assume that we're still going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just stopped time.
Yeah. You like seize up whenever I try to tell you my feelings, which is why, again, you're the worst dad. Covered in pudding. You're going to get it all over my dress.
We don't have to keep rehashing the pudding. I'm obviously covered in pudding. Well, what about you? You're wearing what? A white dress? Come on. I heard the noises coming from your bedroom.
Oh, God. Dad, my stomach doesn't feel so good. I think you might have passed down those gastrointestinal issues.
Don't throw up on me. Don't. No. This is perfect. This is flawless. All right?
Oh, it happened.
Right.
I'm gonna need some pudding.
No, you
I'm
can't
gonna
eat.
need some pudding.
You can't eat before your wedding. Everybody knows that. That's one of the rules. Your
Yeah.
mom ate before the wedding, and now look at us, covered in goddamn pudding, trying to win her back.
Why is this always about your divorce with Mom? She's here with Steve. They're happy. He's her aerobics instructor.
Steve, what happened to Todd?
Okay.
I really respected that guy.
Okay, she got over Zumba. She moved on to aerobics, okay?
I was looking forward to stealing Mom back from the guy that stole her back from me. So now it's not even worth. I look like an idiot. I look like a jackass.
Todd's free if you want to call him, I guess.
I might. Would you like that? 2 dads? You always wanted 2 dads, didn't you?
Well, I'm about to have 3 if you're with Todd, and I already call Steve Dad, so.
God damn it. And don't forget about your husband's dad. So you're gonna have 4 dads. So I'm gonna get a quarter of your time now?
I guess I guess that's how it works. I guess
I'm losing my
we'll
baby
take
girl.
everybody's last name.
You know what? Get in here. Get in here.
Oh my God, I don't even care about the pudding. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful moment.
This feels so nice.
Dad, I really did shit my pants though. I really did shit in my dress.
Just turn around.
Okay.
Turn around. Just here. Look. Nobody can tell.
This is my something borrowed for my wedding.
You're the most beautiful bride that ever.
Thank you.
No, I'm happy you're not in white, so we don't have to lie either to people.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a virgin.
Yeah, that's what I was implying. I was hoping that you're gonna say it out loud. You get down there, baby girl. Let's go.
Sorry, Dad.
Okay, it's amazing, so heartwarming, and incredibly stupid. Yeah, you took that to a new level. I thought really fantastic, but it's not for me to decide. It is for the audience. Everyone watching, please in the chat type which team you want to vote for. Who is dumb? Was it Vermont Comedy Club or now Are the Foxes? We also have a scoring update from the previous game. The winner of Quick Court was Now Are the Foxes. The score is 20-0. So everybody in the chat, please vote for your favorite dumb scene. And we are going to move on to our next toss-up question. It's Tammy and Tim. Come on screen. There they are. I forgot Tammy. Fantastic. You two have waited the longest. Thank you very much for your patience. Let's get to it. Okay, now this is a closest to the right answer. For some reason, my voice just broke there. This is the closest to the right answer question. So you may take a moment to think about what you want to say. In the category of Red Fox. On the 2004 list, Comedy Central presents the 100 greatest stand-ups of all time. Where did Red Fox rank? Where in the 100 greatest stand-ups did Red Fox rank?
I'm going to guess 25.
Tim says 25.
Going with 54, Eric.
54. Well, Tammy, your answer sucked. Tim, correct.
25 exactly?
It was actually 24. You were one off.
Okay. I memorized them before I came on tonight. I was just practicing.
Of course you did. Tammy, you should study more.
I can't memorize anything. You look at this hair. You think anything gets through this hair?
Absolutely not. Tammy, we will see you in a moment. Let's do a quick fun fact with Tim. Okay. This is troubling and also familiar. Tim, it says here, you once were convicted of murdering a tauntaun and sleeping in its skin. Now, there's more to this. When asked by a judge to respond to the accusation laid at your feet, you simply responded, "I'll see you in hell."
Yeah.
Did I get the right tone of that, or was it somehow
That was amazing. Yeah, you captured me perfectly. Yeah, and he was aghast. He lurched backwards. But yeah, I went through a phase where I was killing tauntauns and sleeping in their skin. You know, it's just one of the things you do in college.
This was fun. This wasn't out of necessity.
No, yeah, you know, I went through a bad phase. You know, kids, they start killing rabbits and stuff, and you know, I just got into tauntauns, and you know, they weren't doing anything. You just run around in the snow. So
I want to say, Tim, that when people kill animals for fun, that's usually the first sign of being a serial killer. And
You know-
also wearing flashy silver jackets with scorpions on the back.
don't worry, all right? I was acquitted.
Well, then I have nothing to worry about. Thank you very much for sharing your troubling fun fact. Let's get Tammy back on the screen. And we are going to, let's see. Now, here is the scoring update from Two Dumb Scenes. It looks like Vermont Comedy Club won Two Dumb Scenes. The score is now 10-20, with Now Are the Foxes in the lead. Whew, here we go. We're about to play our game Soundtrack. In this game, our last two performers are songwriters that want to be featured on the next big Hollywood blockbuster. I am a big-time film producer, naturally, who is interested in putting one of their songs in the movie. Now, being a Hollywood mover and shaker, such as I am, I need to be wowed by their talents and moved by their songs. So I have decided to let them pitch me here today. Each songwriter will try and incorporate a number of key points in the track. The info will be on my screen, and they will have the ability to reference it if need be. Okay, we're going to put that up in a moment. Do they have the stuff dreams are made of? Or will Hollywood chew them up and spit them out into the trash bin of the forgotten and the never was? 10 points to the team whose singer gets on the soundtrack. Tim, you won the toss-up question. So I will ask you to go first, okay? Now, I'm going to show you both the movie that you will be doing your soundtrack for. Here we go. Everyone can see that? You can see that, Tim?
I can see it.
Okay, the movie is The Goonies 2. Here today, Goon tomorrow. In this movie, the gang reunites after Sloth dies due to diabetic complications. He probably had too many baby Ruths. Now, Data invents a machine capable of speaking with the dead, powered by energy created doing the truffle shuffle. Now, unfortunately, because the things Data makes are always faulty in some way, the ghost of Mama Fratelli was able to come back out of that machine and possess Mouth's body. Okay, now the gang has to search for an ancient holy crucifix to help them perform an exorcism. Now this movie, this is a coup. We got Jordan Peele to direct it. All right. So what I'm going to ask you now, and the suggestion was given to us by Nolsif on Instagram. Fantastic, The Goonies 2. Now, if you need, do you need a moment to prepare, Tim, or are you ready? What I'm looking for is a nice big title song that gets people in the mood for The Goonies 2.
Okay. Wow. Okay, lots to work with here. Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. What was your name again? This is my elevator pitch.
My name is Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright. Okay, cool. Well, look, all right. Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna stick with that good enough at the beginning, you know, from the original Goonies, but we're gonna make it really slow. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of like good enough, right? Really slow, you know. for me. It's good enough. And then it starts to show the kids, and then they're like, it's good enough for me. And then diabetes down on the ground, eating baby Ruth, right? And it's good enough for me. Yeah, baby Ruth, right? And then you see the truffle shuffle. I'm not gonna do it now, okay? But then it goes truffle shuffle, truffle shuffle, double, trouble, truffle shuffle, truffle shuffle, Then we cut to the pirates, okay? They're back, right? And you see her, and she's like, "Ooh, good enough. It's good enough for me. Yeah. Real scary, right? Flash. And then they're searching, and they see this like, ooh, kind of like with that piano scene, right? But different with the lights. And it's like, ooh. And then they see the crucifix, and they're like, it's good enough for me. Yeah. Good enough. Maybe we could get Cyndi Lauper. I don't know. Good enough for me. Yeah. Good enough. Goonies 2. It's good enough.
Fantastic. Tim, I think you hit on all the spots that all the people with the nostalgia from the old one want to hear, but in that new kind of creepy Jordan Peele way. And then you kind of pop it back up, like, hey, it's not all down. Like, it's still the gang. We're having fun.
And Mr. Right, I'm telling you, you don't want to go with the wrong sign. What's your last name, right? Okay, so I'm saying you take this. It's a good sign. You take the song, you listen to it. It's good enough. That's my motto in life. It's good enough.
Well, we'll see about that, Tim. Because
right.
I have another songwriter here that I really is hot. They're hot right now. Tammy, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to hear your take on the film. Do you have something for me?
I do indeed. I brought my my guitar here, but we're just gonna start with this. I mean, hey, who doesn't come prepared with a guitar these days? So here we go. This is the story of a few kids who eat too many baby Ruths and too many pies. And then when something comes at them, they die. And that's the way that this movie is going to go. So be prepared for machines that are capable of talking to the dead. Be prepared for crucifixes that help with your exorcism. Be prepared. We've got the gang, we've got the spirit, we've got the gang, we've got the exorcism. And don't worry about that diabetes. Don't worry about that diabetes, because guess what? We're all gonna die eventually.
Wow, haunting. I'm going to say right now, there were a couple of very interesting melodies that really touched me.
It was mashup.
And I know mashups are very hot right now, so I appreciate you bringing that to the table. Really, really great. I'm going to be honest. I can't decide between the two of you. Okay? It's very, very difficult for me.
What about now?
Well, I knew you were going to bring I knew you had your guitar Bruce hidden somewhere in the closet there.
It was slung around my back, but invisible.
Nice. Listen, you do. What I'm going to ask is, I do have a problem, and maybe you can help me out, all right? I have a scene in this movie that just isn't working. It's lacking the emotional weight that only a great song can bring. Now, picture Picture Chunk,
Always do.
and he's at the grave of Sloth. His best friend has just died. He's all alone. But then, as he's crying over the grave, the rest of the Goonies all show up. He wasn't expecting to see them. They're there to help him out. But it's just it's not emotional. It's just flat on the screen. I need something that is like sorrow to joy. Now, can you two work something out for me?
You want like a Shallow type situation, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper?
All that.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could work together.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
love to hear it.
That would work.
All right. Maybe starting in G, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. G's the way to be. G's
And
the
he's
way to
looking
go.
down at the grave, right? I'm trying to use sense memory. Okay. All right. What have I done? This is my friend. If I was lonely, it would be the end. But I do not know, because I've lost my only friend.
But together we'll make it to the end.
All my friends are here. Hey, gang. We are all friends, and we'll make it till the end, because Goonies never say, and Goonies never say.
No way.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I am moved. I think this is going to help me out. But I'm going to tell you right now, just flat out, I'm a producer, so I don't mince words. You're both great. And quite honestly, I can't decide. But thankfully, I've had a test audience watching this this audition.
They've been in the elevator with us?
They've been in the elevator watching your pitches. If you wouldn't mind, audience, please vote on who you think should be on the soundtrack. What would make this soundtrack really, really fly off the shelves? I thank you both. Your talents are incredible. Your songs were amazing. I will get back to you. In true Hollywood form, I will call you. Do not call me.
It was lovely collaborating with you, ma'am.
It was so good. It was so good. I mean, I would wish you the best of luck, but you know how this Hollywood thing is.
It's a tough world, you know?
Dog eat dog, fox eat fox.
Cat, you know.
Cow eat fox.
Cow eat fox, bear eat cat, fox eat rabbit, you know? It goes on.
So many. And thank you so
Human eat
much. Love you. Hold on. Who have I not done? Tammy, you could have stayed on screen. Tammy, come on back. Let's do a quick fun fact with you.
Ooh. Okay.
Tammy, it says here on my fun fact sheet that you used to participate in Raver Day at Disneyland.
In fact, that is very true. Don't let my rock orientation today make you confused here. In my previous days, I was very much an EDM inspired lady. And, where else do you go to listen to EDM but Disneyland? And that was my hangout spot.
I have a question for you.
Mm.
I love rave culture.
Oh yeah, who does?
When you went to Disneyland for these raver days, were any of the characters dressed up in raver costumes? Like, did Mickey Mouse have a big baby Binky or anything like that?
Yes, especially Mickey Mouse had a Binky because when does Mickey Mouse not have a Binky? I mean, it's Disneyland after all, land of the children. He got to be prepared. Everybody gets dressed up for this thing. It's like a periodic event. Everybody goes, costumes. People go. They just dance party out there. Some people, they'll melt into the ground. Like I met my best friend. She was melting into the ground, and I was like, this is the lady I want to spend my 20s with. You know what I mean?
Word. Thank you very much for sharing your fun fact. I'm going to look for that. It's a small word, small world rave cut.
They're out there.
Yeah, right after this. Thank you so much. Let's have everybody come back on the screen. It's been a crazy show. We're going into our last section. It is Pun Off. Yes, here we go. In this game, each team will be given the same suggestion and to come up with as many puns as possible in 1 minute. But before we get that, let's have a scoring update. The winner of Soundtrack now are the Foxes. The score is currently 30-10. Way to go, now are the Foxes. You're kicking some butt.
Thanks. We worked really hard. We practiced all week.
It shows.
So are we not going to go over third quarter numbers? Is that we're not? Okay, cool.
We have a timeout. We need to talk to our coach.
Okay, I don't know what's going on your team. I have a presentation. If you'll just hold on one moment, I will get to it. So let's get back to Pun Off. I'm easily thrown. Don't throw stuff at me. I know this is an improv. The pun format tonight has been selected by our visiting team, and they have chosen Sex With Me, which goes a little something like this. Someone yell out a food.
Yogurt.
Bananas.
Yogurt. Sex with me is like yogurt. You have to turn it upside down to get to the good stuff. It's just that easy. And these teams are going to be doing puns that good or way better in just a moment. To make this fair, the team that is behind, which is the Vermont Comedy Club, you will be going first. So we're going to ask Now Are the Foxes to enter a breakout rooms where they will not be able to see or hear what happens next. So we'll see you shortly. Now Are the Foxes. Please enter.
Break a leg.
There we go. Okay. Vermont Comedy Club. I am now going to bring up our countdown clock. Right there. Here we go. There's our countdown clock. Everyone see the countdown clock?
Yep.
Okay, here are the rules. In the style of Sex With Me, what you must do is say the full pun setup with each pun. So you must go, sex with me is like blank, pun, every time. You only get credit for fully uttered puns. And when the clock reaches 1 minute, that's it. If you're in the middle of a sentence, that does not count. Only fully uttered puns count towards your score. Okay? Now I'm going to start the clock as soon as I read off your suggestion.
Joel needs to unmute, I think.
Yeah, Joel, you might want to unmute for sure. Okay. Okay, here we go. In the style of Sex With Me. Your suggestion, given to you by Nolsif, he's been very popular this show. Your suggestion is mob boss. Go.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. Terrifying. It'll break your knees if it doesn't go well.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. We're gonna do it with a horse head.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. Sometimes there's a gang.
Sex with me is like. Go ahead.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. Sex with me is like a mob boss. Good fellas.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. The head.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. The first one's good. The second one's better. The third one's bad.
Sex with me is like a mob boss.
Because we keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. Sleeping with the fish.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. You only do it when you want to send a message.
Sex with me is like a mob boss.
Sex with me is like a mob.
Concrete shoes.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. We'll do it till dawn.
Doesn't count. Sorry, Tammy. Oh, it's rough. I know. It's very, very rough. But you should feel good about yourselves. You did very well. Let me unshare here. Vermont Comedy Club, you got 12 puns. I'm going to let you have the one that you kind of said the exact same thing as someone else, because we don't try and judge your puns, because that would be very dangerous territory. So 12 is a really good number. So congratulations. We're going to ask you to turn your cameras off, and we will invite now the Foxes back on screen. Here they come. Welcome back. Welcome back.
How'd it go? Did they do it?
They did pretty well. They got 12 puns in 1 minute.
How many of them were good though?
They killed it, man.
A solid number. What I'm going to do now is share my screen with you, so you will see the countdown clock. There we go. Now, the way this works is I must ask you to say the full pun setup, meaning you have to go, sex with me is like blank, and then your pun. You have to say the whole thing. You will have 1 minute. You'll see the clock counting down. And only fully uttered puns count, meaning like if you're in the mid-sentence when that clock hits 0, that will not count. Okay, I have to be very strict with these rules.
I love it.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
In the style of Sex with Me, your pun suggestion is mob boss. Go.
Sex with me is like a mob boss, always whacking it.
Sex with me.
Good. Sex with me is like a mob boss. You wake up with a horse's head in your bed.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. Somebody's wife is going to be involved and they'll die.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. There's always a lot of dudes and only one me.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. You come on me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. Really nice suits are involved.
Oh,
Sex
gross.
with me is like a mob boss. I don't actually do it myself.
Okay, sex with me, and I apologize ahead of time. Sex with me is like a mob boss. Leave the cum, take the cannoli.
Sex with me is like a mob boss. When I'm done, I let my nephew take over.
Yes, you got that in time. Excellent. But it was not enough, sadly.
Damn.
You
had one. I'm sorry.
You got 10. You should feel good because you did get the best one, I thought. You come on me on the day of my daughter's wedding. Fantastic. Let's have Vermont Comedy Club back on screen, please. So everybody's here. Okay. So Vermont Comedy Club, you did better. But we're going into our final pun. Okay. Now the final pun. So no one get down, because the final pun is actually worth 50 points. Okay.
What? That makes the rest of the game not worth anything.
Anyone else notice that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's rigged. I feel this is
Have you
rigged.
ever watched Family Feud?
Okay, so the final pun is worth 50 points. We're now going to give both teams a new suggestion and send each team into a breakout room for 1 minute. And when they come back, one person from their team will deliver the team's one best pun. So while you're gone, remember to pick the teammate who will deliver your pun, as it may come down to who sells that pun best, especially if both teams come up with a similar pun. Okay? All right, so I'm going to give you your suggestion right now, and we will send both of you into breakout rooms. Good luck to both teams. Teams. Your final pun is based on, this was a popular suggestion, so I'm getting rid of it. Because I've had it from multiple people, particularly Anna Louise V and on Instagram, and Heather Brand on Facebook. The suggestion of curling, like the winter sport curling.
Okay.
All right, good luck, and we will see both teams shortly. There they go, off to work on their final puns. While the teams are away, first I want to thank everyone for sticking around because of the technical difficulties in the beginning. Hey, It's technology. It's sometimes out of our hands. We did our best job possible. And big thanks right now to our producer Sam, who was doing his absolute best to fix that problem and run the show beautifully like he does every week behind the scenes. So thank you very much, Sam. No Idea is a presentation of the Vermont Comedy Club. Please check out all their wonderful programs that they have to offer online, such as improv and stand-up classes, corporate training, comedy performances available for special events, and lots of various online shows like this one. You can find them at vtcomedy.com. We also ask that if you are able to, please consider donating at Vermont Comedy Club on Venmo. We'd also like to thank our guest team, Now Are the Foxes. They were fantastic. And also, huge thanks to everyone who gave suggestions this week. The show doesn't work without suggestions, so thank you. And of course, again, thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. We really appreciate it. And live voting, it makes all the games work so well. Thank you. And here they are. They're all back. They look like they've got some good stuff. Looks like they're ready.
We needed more time. About 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
It was fast. What I'm going to ask now is, since Vermont Comedy Club came up with more puns, you may decide, would you like to go first or second in delivering your final pun?
I will go first.
Joel wishes to go first. So I can assume, Joel, that you are going to be giving the final pun.
I am going to give the pun.
Okay, let me set you up, Joel. Joel, in the style of Sex with Me, with the suggestion of curling, what is your final pun?
Sex with me is like curling because we're going to knock our rocks.
Oh, rock them. Wait. Fantastic. Okay. Now are the Foxes. Who on your team will be delivering your final pun? It looks like Tim. Tim puts both hands up. He's either giving up or signaling it's
It's a truce. We don't want the points.
Tim.
We do want the points.
In the style of Sex with Me, with the suggestion of curling, what is your final pun?
Sex with me is like curling. It happens once every 3 years, and I always need help guiding it in.
Oh, you. Thank you so much. Right now, everyone in the chat, please vote for the final pun that you like the best. I want to give a big thanks to Now Are the Foxes for coming on tonight. In your anniversary this week, you have a lot of shows. It's now time for plugs while we tabulate the score. Now Are the Foxes. What do you have going on?
Lots of workshops with Queen City Comedy. If you're in the Charlotte area, they're always doing online workshops. I think they're doing like children's classes with masks on and stuff like that.
We got a little picture of Queen City Comedy there.
Yeah, go give them some love. They have Facebook, Instagram. I'm up in Asheville. I run Speakeasy Improv out of the Magnetic Theater if you're in the Asheville, North Carolina area. So you can give that a check out too. It's a lot of fun.
Excellent. I want to say I look on a lot of websites and you guys have fantastic merch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I still have that
So
shirt.
good, Kurt.
Kurt modeling?
Ugh.
It's just blurry enough so it look good.
Go out and buy yourself a Now Are the Foxes shirt.
You guys are so cool.
Anyone else have anything you want to plug on Now Are the Foxes?
Yeah, we have shows all weekend, and we have a global gab as well with Queen City Comedy, where people from around the globe that we've done improv with online will be talking about our experiences with that. So you can head over to Queen City Comedy Facebook page or Now Are the Foxes Facebook page and find all our info.
Excellent.
Nice.
You're all good. How about Vermont Comedy Club? Anything to plug?
Well, first I want to mention, I don't think anyone mentioned that Burlington is also known as one of the many Queen cities. Did we talk about that?
I did not mention it. I thought about it, but I chose not to.
It was such a fun. I thought that was such a fun thing. The two Queen Cities. But Vermont Comedy Club we're rapidly throwing it together on the 1-year anniversary of our closing. We're going to run a giant virtual comedy marathon to celebrate 1 year closed. Are we going to do that? So check out all of our socials for lots of details on that. Though you won't be able to miss it if you're following Vermont Comedy Club social stuff.
Also, Nathan, you have a podcast.
I've never expected to see my own logo in quite this way before. I have a MacGyver podcast called Duct Tape and Paperclips. Yes, thank you for promoting it.
You're welcome. Anyone else have anything to plug?
I got a podcast called Brothers Grimprov. It's me and my brother. We do improvised fairy tales based on the Grimm titles.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's on Spotify, all the podcast stuff. It's lots of fun.
That sounds great.
And I got a podcast called Bat Boys Comedy, where we do a modified version of the Bat, and we take suggestions from the audience to fuel that.
Cool.
Very cool.
I also have a podcast. It's called Gal Splained. It's where me and my gal friend explain stuff, because why would you Google it when you could learn it from a friend who doesn't actually know much? And Kurt is our biggest fan.
Awesome.
True. I also, if you have a TV that's too high over your fireplace, check out mantelmount.com, a company that I work for.
I thought for sure this was going to be a podcast about that specific thing.
It should be. Would you listen to that?
For
and
sure.
thereby buy
For
more
sure.
TV mounts?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you could pitch it to your company.
I know Tammy and Mel have something they can talk about.
Oh, yes, we love our Boom City, right?
Oh, cute. Well, yeah, Boom City. We are a, short form improv troupe, and we're kind of we've been sort of taking the winter time off, but I think we're gonna get back into things now that the weather is less destructive toward your well-being. So check us out. We'll be doing some fundraiser events and maybe some other stuff, and
we have t-shirts.
We have t-shirts. We got merch.
We have t-shirts like this.
We have badass t-shirts.
Look at
oh my
that.
God! Look at that sexy model.
Sexy guy.
That's my favorite model.
Stupid question. What city is the Boom City up there?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Is there,
This whole plug section was just for me to get to show that picture of myself.
It resides in Eric's heart.
Is there no Boom City? Oh, okay. I don't. Damn it.
No, there is. Well, there is. Yeah.
You have to be a Vermonter though to know.
Check us out on Facebook, Boom City Improv. I've seen some people go on there recently, and we'll do some updating soon. Yeah. Coming alive again. Starting tonight. We're launching our Coming Alive debut for 2021 right now.
Nice. The Rising from the Dead debut. I like it.
Now is the moment of truth. Sam, do we have a winner?
We do indeed, Eric. Could I get a drum roll, please? For the final pun, it all came down to a single vote making the difference, and that vote went to Vermont Comedy Club, making the final score 60-30 in favor of VCC. VCC are your winners tonight.
Hardly seems fair, you guys.
I didn't know this was Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Made it.
An amazing job from behind victory. Congratulations, VCC.
Congrats.
Thank you so much, Now Are the Foxes.
Congrats to you all for your 10 years. That's amazing.
Hey, thanks so much for having us. We had a blast.
So that's it. So right now we're going to sign off to everybody watching. Please stay on the screen. Don't run away yet. We're just going to say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Is this the end credits Saturday Night Live thing? Where we
Freak.
pretend to talk?
Still wait.